Welcome to the Adviseshow, media with a common sense approach. So in this particular story is an update to a story I did a while back about a mentally challenged man that was beat down in a gas station for nothing. Well, they caught the guy. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
It was a video that went viral. A disabled man suddenly punched and kicked out of nowhere without provocation. Tonight, there's been an arrest in the case, and apparently this isn't the suspect's first run-in with the law. Fox 2's Taryn Asher live now before the Redford Police Department. Taryn.
You know, Hugh, anyone who has seen the surveillance video really wants to know, how could someone do something like this? How could a person beat up a mentally challenged person for no reason whatsoever? Tonight, we talked to the suspect's family.
I thought it was awful that someone would do that to a mentally challenged person.
Jane Marlowe will never forget seeing that disturbing video on Fox 2. This man in a red baseball cap attacking a mentally disabled man at a Redford gas station, punching, kicking, and stomping on him for no reason whatsoever. He then walks out, pumps $2 worth of gas into his red van like nothing happened, and takes off. 3 weeks later, while Jane is at a meeting with her son on his last day of probation for previous crimes, in walk two Redford police officers.
They arrested him. And I said, why are you arresting him? Don't worry about it. I go, what do you mean don't worry about it?
32-year-old Mark David Marlowe is arrested for the beatdown and charged with assault and battery and aggravated assault. Investigators say it was a tip that led them to Marlowe, whose mother lives around the corner from that Marathon gas station. On top of that, a witness and the victim, Jermaine Finley, identified him through a picture lineup.
I picked him because he did the wrong thing to me, and I know it's him.
I was very satisfied that I felt better that, you know, he can't do this to nobody else. To me, pictures don't lie. Pictures don't lie. And they have the right guy.
But the suspect's mother is convinced police have the wrong guy. Does your son have a red van?
No, ma'am, he doesn't have a license. He has zero vehicle. His boss, Nick,
Did he have a red van?
No, never, ever, ever.
Police haven't yet been able to tie that red van to Marlowe. Jane claims he was at work at the time, which they plan to prove. And even though her son has served time for assault with a dangerous weapon and felony firearm, she doesn't believe he could be capable of such a heinous crime.
I'm sorry, I'm a loving mother. I know he's 32 years old. But my son will be beating up the person that's hurting this mentally challenged person.
But the big question tonight, where is that red van that person was driving that night? Now, Marlowe has bonded out. We did reach him by phone through his mother when we were at her house. He said he did not want to speak to us without an attorney, something that he does not have yet, and that he feels that this has gone way too far. We're live in Redford tonight. Taryn Asher, Fox 2 News. Back to you.
Well, Taryn, you know, every mother believes her son is innocent. Does she have any proof that Marlowe is not the guy?
You know, and police are working with quite a bit of evidence here. They are still working on that to elaborate on what we mentioned with the boss. You know, they said that he was at work that day. The boss will vouch for that. He was also at Lowe's in New Hudson later that evening around this time that this crime happened. The surveillance video would prove that he was there, but they have still not been able to provide that to police. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out.
And also, does he own a jacket, as the attacker did in that video? Just questions to ask.
Mom claims no. Yeah, mom claims no on that one as well. But of course, as you said, she is his mother.
Indeed. All right, Taryn, thank you.
Now this mother is sitting here defending her son to the core. When her son is a career criminal, he served time for doing assault and everything else that he was doing. Now this type of parent I am. If my child does wrong, I'm not backing you up. You need to deal with the consequences. He shouldn't be doing wrong. And that young man was terrorized, a mentally challenged young man. And he had to go and pick out this guy out of the lineup and remember who he was. And, you know, to do something like that, you know what I mean, being in his condition, I mean, it was tough on him. I mean, because this man is like a child, the way he, you know, responds and do things. And how could you even just do that? But yet he want to say, I was at work, I didn't do nothing. I don't own a van. I don't have a license. When have not having a license stop people from driving? I just want to know. And the van, He could have borrowed that van from somebody, one of his friends. It don't have to be his van. I mean, you ever heard of people borrowing stuff? I mean, it's like, they act like it's so far-fetched that this guy could do something like that. I mean, he did what he did. He got caught. He got to deal with the consequences. I don't know what y'all think about it. Hit me up in the comments, future commentary, subscribe.